What's going on, Giants fans? As you can see, we are beating the Dallas Cowboys report here by Chat Sports on Rumble and followers, and I want to keep it that way. They're gaining some ground, and I don't like that. I know you hate losing to the Cowboys, and I do too. So give us a follow, rumble.com/NYGiantsTV. Let's lengthen the gap and continue to beat the Cowboys on and off the field. Suck it, Tom. What's going on, Giants fans? Welcome into New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green, and we have some QB rumors to get into. First, we're going to talk about Baker Mayfield and him potentially being traded to the Giants, and then we'll talk about the Giants brass and Shea Tierney, their QB coach, going to Kenny Pickett and Malik Willis' pro day. But first, Baker Mayfield, and this rumor is brought to you by yours truly, Skip Bayless. Yesterday on Undisputed, he talked about Baker Mayfield and how the Giants, they should trade for the troubling short quarterback. He said this: if I were running a team right now, I would start with the New York Football Giants. Help me out. Baker Mayfield or Daniel Jones right now? Baker would light up New York City. Just give it to him. He would eat up with that team and that division. Locker rooms love him. The thing is, Skip Bayless, this makes absolutely no sense. The Giants, they're tied to Daniel Jones for at least this season, and they just invested in Tyrod Taylor. We're going to continue to break this trade down throughout the video, but I want to get you all involved early on in the comments section. I'm real curious where all you stand on this one, so pick a quarterback. Who would you rather see be the QB1 for the New York Giants? Do you want Daniel Jones? Go down and type number 8 for his jersey number. Or if you want Baker Mayfield under center for the New York Giants, go down and type 6. When you look at their stats as a whole, Baker started more games, 59 starts to 39 starts. Their completion percentage about the same, 62.8 for Daniel Jones, 61.6 for Baker Mayfield. But everything else leans in favor of Baker. He has more starts, so he's got more yards per game, 235 for Baker compared to 221 for Daniel Jones. A TD interception ratio for Daniel Jones of 45 to 29, and for Baker, 92 to 56. Daniel Jones, he's been sacked more at a higher rate, but Baker has been sacked more overall, and of course, Daniel Jones has fumbled more. It pains me to say this, but Baker Mayfield has been better so far throughout his NFL career. He's led his team to the playoffs. He's won a playoff game. So right now, he is a better quarterback. So you can't really debate that, but just the whole trade and the idea really doesn't make sense. And I'm rolling with Daniel Jones, not because he's better, but because I think he's more equipped to be a leader of a franchise. I think he's someone that I would rather hitch my wagon to when it comes to building a team out. I think we already know exactly what Baker Mayfield is. He's been surrounded by a great offensive line. He's been surrounded by weapons, good running backs, and he has not succeeded. You can't say the same for Daniel Jones. He hasn't had a good offensive line. He's actually had one of the worst in NFL history. His playmakers in Saquon Barkley, Sterling Shepard, Kenny Golladay, Evan Ingram, they've been inconsistent. They've been hurt. So I still have this thought in me that I think there's still more we can get from Daniel Jones. Maybe I'm just being a homer when I say this, but a trade makes no sense. You don't want to pay Daniel Jones $9 million, Tyrod Taylor $8 million, and then $18 million for Baker Mayfield. So Skip Bayless, you're wrong. Once again, the Giants should not trade for Baker Mayfield. I don't think it's going to happen, but if I've learned anything throughout this NFL offseason, you never can say never. From Deshaun Watson to Khalil Mack to Tyreek Hill, Tom Brady unretiring, Devontae Adams. Crazier things have happened. I don't think it's going to happen, but hey, if it does, make sure you're subscribed. Go down and hit that big red button. We're just under 400 subscribers away from 7K, and I want to get there by the NFL draft. So if you're looking for a one-stop shop, Giants News and Rumors channel on YouTube, go down right now and hit that big red button and join the family. Next topic on the show. Should the Giants draft a quarterback with pick number 5 or pick number 7? This past week, they attended Kenny Pickett's pro day, and they attended Malik Willis's pro day. Art Stapleton, he talked about it on Twitter, and he said this: hearing Giants QB coach Shea Tierney has made the trek to Liberty's pro day, where Malik Willis is the featured prospect. Tierney was in Pittsburgh watching Kenny Pickett yesterday. More evaluation for the New York Giants, who are likely more invested and who wants to move up for a QB in the top 10. And I think that's true. I think the big winner from all of the QB trades that have happened, especially the Atlanta Falcons trading Matt Ryan, is the New York Giants, because the Falcons may look now to move up inside the top 5 to get their guy. But I think it's just smart for the New York Giants to scout these guys, because you never know where a trade or a free agent signing might come up in the next 5 years. And the more homework you can have on a guy like Pickett or Willis when that day comes, I think is good long-term thinking for the New York Giants. But let me know. This show is all about audience interaction, and we have differentiating opinions, and I want to hear yours right now. Should the Giants draft a QB in round 1 with pick 5 or pick 7? Get in the comment section and let me know. Type Y for yes, or you can go down and type N for no. I prefer Malik Willis over Kenny Pickett if they were to go that avenue. I just think Willis has a little bit more pop. I think he's got a lower ceiling, or a lower floor, than Kenny Pickett, but his ceiling is much higher. When you look at the stats, Malik Willis is a complete dual threat type of quarterback. 40 total touchdowns. He had over 10 rushing touchdowns, 2.8 thousand yards through the air. While Kenny Pickett, he's more of a win from the pocket type of guy. Some people have compared him to a Joe Burrow light. I don't really want to go that far, because I think Joe Burrow is one of the best and brightest young quarterbacks in the National Football League. And at the end of the day, if you play the quarterback position with 2 gloves, I just can't trust you. But Kenny Pickett, he completed about 67% of his passes, 4,300 yards, and he also can move a little bit out of the pocket, 240 yards on the ground, 7 interceptions to 3 fumbles, whereas Malik Willis turned it over 12 times through the air and fumbled the rock 1 time. For me, if I was Joe Schoen, I would not draft a quarterback for this simple reason. There are bigger holes along this roster. You have to fix the offensive line. You have to get a tight end. It helped to get another playmaker on the outside. You need an edge rusher. You need a cornerback 1 if James Bradbury inevitably gets traded or released. You need another safety after you just let go of Logan Ryan. You could use an off-ball linebacker to go alongside Blake Martinez. This team isn't ready to win now, and I just think the move of Malik Willis or Kenny Pickett, they're not going to play this year, so you're essentially using that pick for later on down the road. My best case scenario would be the Giants trade down from pick number 5 or pick number 7 and add on a first-round pick next year. And I'm not saying that because I don't think Pickett or Willis will be good. I do think they will be both serviceable starters in the National Football League. But if you were sitting in the Giants draft war room on draft day and number 5 and number 7's on the clock and Malik Willis and Kenny Pickett are still on the board, who would you pick? Would it be Malik Willis, the dual threat quarterback that can get it done through the air and on the ground? You saw the throw at the pro day, spun out, throw off his back foot, 75-yard bomb. His intangibles and what he can do are really immeasurable. Or do you want Kenny Pickett, the guy that can win from the pocket, your prototypical pocket passer that has some speed to him? Get in the comments and let me know. Type MW for Malik Willis or KP for Kenny Pickett. If you made it this far in the video, give us a like, because all the real ones always finish all the videos. So give us a like and give me a follow on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. We crossed over 1,000 followers. Now we're trying to get to 2,000. So I'll follow the first 15 people back from this video. Just send me a DM letting me know you came from this video and give me a follow at @MarshallGreen_.